Listen, the massive shift we're seeing in hospitality design, it's not some far-off 5 years in the future concept. It is literally happening right now. We're diving straight into Elise Kotelnikova's groundbreaking presentation from the Global Hotel Innovation Summit in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Because the projects adopting these new methods today, they're going to cost way less, move incredibly fast, and honestly just look significantly better than anything built the old school way. So welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to visually break down exactly how tech is completely rewriting the rulebook for physical hotel development. Okay, so here's our quick roadmap for today's Explainer. We'll start by unpacking the traditional design trap, then move right into AI-driven workflows, explore virtual reality walkthroughs, see what happens when we design without boundaries, and finally look at the overall future of hospitality. All right, Section 1, the traditional design trap. Let's get right into it. Think about the old way of doing things. It's incredibly tactile, sure, but man, is it painfully slow. You know, you're waiting weeks just for a physical fabric swatch to arrive in the mail, you're flying people out for these sluggish site visits, and you're tying up crucial capital in super expensive physical mock-up rooms. The new way? It completely bypasses all that friction with digital clarity. We're talking 3D mood boards, instant AI layouts, and remote collaboration that absolutely slashes costs. And look, the stakes in commercial development are massive. The traditional design trap is basically built on a huge lack of visibility. I mean, just picture the mountain of physical waste from rejected material samples, or the huge carbon footprint of flying an entire team out somewhere just to look at a layout and say no. By the time those physical approvals actually go through, your project is usually already bleeding money and blowing past its deadlines. It's a real problem. So, Section 2, let's look at the AI-driven design workflows that fix this. So how exactly does this work? Well, here is the exact step-by-step process that replaces all that slow manual labor. Step 1, we literally retire the guy with the tape measure. AI scanning instantly captures the space and spits out incredibly precise floor plans and 3D models. That gives the whole project a perfectly clean foundation for Step 2, which is e-design, and ultimately Step 3, the fully immersive 360-degree VR walkthrough. Human error is basically eliminated right on day one. Now, as we move into e-design, we really can't talk about this without hitting on a huge industry term, FF&E, which stands for Furniture, Fixtures, and Equipment. In this AI-driven workflow, every single item in that room, I'm talking from the thread count of the sheets to the lobby lighting, the art on the walls, down to the specific wood finishes, it's all digitally specified and sourced. You get this complete procurement package that is ready for execution without checking the mailbacks every single day, waiting for physical samples. And here is the real kicker. When you combine those instant AI layouts with these fully digital F&FE packages, design timelines aren't just shortened, they are slashed by up to an astonishing 80%. 80%! When you think about the massive carrying costs of a commercial hotel development loan, saving that much time during the design phase is an absolutely massive financial victory, and that's before a single brick is even laid. Moving right along to Section 3, Virtual Reality Walkthroughs. Because here's the thing, flat blueprints just do not capture energy, and they definitely don't drive guest loyalty. It's how a space feels that guests actually remember. And let's be honest, you really can't feel a 2D floor plan, right? The solution here is a total game changer. You just strap on a headset and step right into a 360-degree VR walkthrough. You can literally walk through a lobby that doesn't even exist yet. You can review the exact material finishes in full 3D detail. If a light fixture feels a little too low, you fix it with a click. That right there saves thousands of dollars in rewiring down the line. Plus, developers are now taking these exact same VR files and using them to market the property and secure real bookings months before the grand opening. Which brings us to Section 4, Designing Without Boundaries. This incredible visualization capability fundamentally changes how teams work together. Actually, this is the exact premise Elise built her company Virtualistic Interiors upon. Historically, you were completely handcuffed to local constraints, basically relying on whoever could physically drive out to the site. But today, a developer sitting in Dubai and a lead designer in Los Angeles can both put on headsets, stand inside the exact same virtual hotel room, and make real-time decisions together. Zero geographical limits, zero communication delays. It's amazing. Finally, Section 5, the future of hospitality. Now, you might be wondering, especially during the summit's Q&A, people asked, is AI just going to take all the design jobs? And Elise had a really grounded take on this. She emphasized that AI is a tool, not the creative vision. It accelerates all the tedious busy work, sure, but the soul of a space, the real strategy, the design direction, that still entirely relies on experienced human designers. It's not a replacement, it's an upgrade that redefines how top-tier talent gets things done. And the craziest part? This remote, highly scalable model isn't even stopping at just hotels. These exact AI and VR systems are already expanding into residential developments and luxury interiors all over the world. Virtualistic Interiors is even actively exploring international franchises right now, which just proves that the future of design is this unified, global tech system paired perfectly with local market knowledge. Elise actually wrapped up her presentation in Malaysia with a pretty urgent reality check for developers everywhere. The industry is shifting right now. If you cling to the old way of physical mockups, you are simply going to be left behind. So the real question for your next major project is simple. Who's going to move first? You or your competitors? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this visually clarified exactly where the design world is heading. Catch you next time.